All right, it's a crazy time of the year. It is the holiday season and we are busting out so much. This is gonna be posted after the holiday season because we're making gifts. Now this is a really cool sign, and this here is right off the Thunder laser. Now I've got a lot more to show you through the process, but this is right off the Thunder. We traced out our sign. Now we're gonna do a 3D printed backlight LED on top of a 3-part sign, and it is just gonna be epic. Follow along, and this is gonna be part of the 3-ply design, which I'll show you some more here in a second. We also have this really neat cutout. Now this guy is actually cool in itself, but this is what we're after. All right, so the design process in the mind works fast, and then the content comes second on this project directly. But if you remember, we referenced this image. Now this image is a trace out of the exact size that we're going to end up with. Now saying that, if you look, we have the trace out of the letters. Now this was huge, and the Thunder laser really knocked out perfect diameter for me because I was able to go over to Bamboo Labs and Studio Maker and create a light box. Now, this was before. Now you see, this isn't the right size, so this is out the window. Oops. All right, so now we have our correct size. Now saying that, again, back to the Thunder. See, oops, it's sideways. See this? This overlays perfectly over the C. Now that is what we need. Now we can go to our backing, which is here, again, off the Thunder laser. You just saw we pulled off the tracing 3-part sign, the overlay. Now we have the overlay, which all will get colored 2 different colors. Now we're cooking. So then we have our C, our F, and our B. So this stands for CrossFit Barbersville, and it's a local gym that we're making a pretty cool sign for. All of this will be backlit inside of these light boxes, and the Thunder laser knocked out the rest of it. So now we have to sand, paint, put it together, and light it up. If you want to talk about delicate, this is a very delicate piece. I know they kicked on, it's going to be loud, but this is delicate, so just take your time. I'm taking you to every part of the shop today, and it's a mess, again, but we're going to use the red, poppy red, and this is satin. Now, I'm using this, I'm not going to prime, I'm going to see how it works, but I'm going to paint, maybe a light sand, paint again, and just build up our coats and see if we can do it without priming. A lot of people would think I'm crazy, but time is of the essence. If I can actually get through a coat or 2 without having to prime, then I'm that much further ahead. Let's do it. All right, as you saw, we have the sign finally out of the glue up. Everything is good. We have a good adhesion all the way around. Next, we have our LED signs. Now, these are the LED backlit 3D printed light boxes. That's a lot of words. And we're gonna line these things up perfectly across here. Now, let me fill you in on a little cool secret. When I was building these light boxes, Maker Lab, Maker Studio, Bamboo Studio, however you want to say it, has their own light box design feature built into it. It helps you along the way. I first printed the boxes in a different way. I had inverted them, so now my light boxes, when I printed them, will actually be adhered to the sign. I can run my LEDs through it and then put the face on top of it. Let's do that. Final touch, our last cover. Thank you guys so much for following along. This idea came together beautifully from all kinds of different materials, from electronics to 3D printing to the laser and woodworking. I am so pumped with how this came out. And thank you all from CrossFit Barbersville for allowing me to bring this awesome idea to life. And that's a wrap. Good night.